Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to do something just a little different. Um, Ken's coming over for dinner tonight, and being that it's the season of Lent in the Catholic Church, I am going to be making a meatless meal. I'm going to be making my grandfather's eggplant parmesan using my Pampered Chef products. This is something I want to share with everybody because Grandpa made it a lot different than how they make it at restaurants. Restaurants don't do a step that Grandpa used to. So, anyways, let's get going. Okay, as you can see, I just got back from grocery shopping. These are all the ingredients I need to make the eggplant parmesan. I have my ricotta, my tomato sauce. This is just for the side, the pasta, and of course the eggplant. The eggplant, I got 3 of them. I have 1 onion for the sauce and the parmesan to put on top of the pasta. So this is everything you need. I also have garlic in the refrigerator to put in the tomato sauce. And this is essentially everything you need to make eggplant parmesan. The first thing you need to do with the eggplants is take these stickers off if there's any stickers on them. And you need to rinse them under warm water. And then pat them dry with a towel. This is my Pampered Chef cutting board. I'll probably be using the other side since I just touched it with the eggplant, and it's kind of difficult to do with one hand. Now I'm going to use my Pampered Chef. I think this is a lettuce knife, but it's also good for cutting vegetables like this. I'm going to cut the ends off. Put that to the side. Now the trick with eggplant, you want to get as much bitterness out of it as you can. So what you want to do, you want to peel this tough skin off. Most restaurants don't peel the skin off because it's faster not to, but this is how my grandfather made it, and it's a lot better when you peel the skin off. It's not as waxy and it's not as bitter. This is my Pampered Chef peeler, which I'm going to use to peel the eggplant. Now I'm going to throw my peels out. If you have a compost pile, you could put the ends and the peels in the compost pile. I happen to live in an apartment. I do not have the luxury of having a compost pile. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slice the eggplant this way with my lettuce knife. Veggie knife. It's actually really good. It's coated, but it's got a nice sharp edge, very thin. Cutting board isn't big enough. I'm going to put a piece of paper towel in the corner here for the already cut pieces. Okay, I had a phone call I had to attend to, so in the meanwhile, I sliced up all the eggplant. Now I'm going to put it in a colander, salt it, and press it to get all the bitterness out. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to take some sea salt. You can use kosher salt, you can use iodized salt, you can use any type of salt. And I'm going to salt all of these. The salt helps get the bitterness out. Without making a mess. So I'm gonna layer the eggplant in the colander like so. This is the method my grandfather used to use. Granted, he would let, I guess you could use the term dry out the eggplant for a day or two before he made it, but I'm just gonna do this for about an hour or two, let it sit and press, and I need to rinse that one off because it just fell on the floor. That's what the colander should look like. Salt to the pieces that don't have salt. freaking out. Oh my god, she's using so much salt. No, when this drains, the salt's going to essentially wash away, and I rinse them off before I put them in the deep dish baker, which I'm going to use kind of as a casserole pan. So to press this may be too big. No, this is good. I put a plate. Actually, I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this. Oops, as I break the plate. I'm going to use a small plate. Like you got the dinner plate, and I guess you could say you got the dessert plate. These are not Pampered Chef. So I'm going to use this one because it fits a little better. And for the weight, I'm going to put the tomato cans on top. Everything. I'm going to leave that like that for about 2 hours. I'm going to make the sauce and I'm going to clean it a little bit. But today's a cooking episode, so I'm not going to show the cleaning. But so this should look like this is pretty much what the eggplant should look like now as it drains. It should have tomato cans on top of it, a plate, and it should be being pressed. In a little bit, I'm going to show all of this brown juice is going to come out through the colander, and it's going to be on the bottom of this. So hopefully in about 2 hours we get like a good amount of the brown bitterness from the eggplant. It just makes the eggplant parmesan taste that much better and not so bitter. So now I'm going to go through the sauce, how I make the sauce for this. I make a meatless sauce because it's Lent. And I start by chopping up an onion. I use the whole onion. I don't use half because they say if you put the onion back in the fridge, cut into half, the plastic and the electricity from the refrigerator makes it poisonous because the onion is very porous, so I use the whole onion. Besides which, when you cut both ends off of it, you lose a lot of the onion. So again, I'm using my Pampered Chef knife. And a Pampered Chef cutting board, the thin one I got from my last show. My virtual show that I did for Peggy. And I do not use the slap chopper because I actually went to culinary school and I know how to cut an onion. Kind of. Oh, and I lost half. It's all right. So I skipped a few steps. I peeled the garlic. And now I'm going to use the Pampered Chef garlic press to make garlic, I guess you could say zest. And I'm going to put it in a, not really sure what these are, ingredient bowls, Pampered Chef ingredient bowls. You don't have to peel the garlic, but I find it a lot easier to use the press when you do peel the garlic, because then you don't have to take out the skin every time. Smell like garlic. And that's what the pressed garlic should look like from the Pampered Chef garlic press. This is a Pampered Chef item. So this is all the bitter juice that's inside an eggplant. I don't want to say all of it, but this is all that came out within the 2 hours. And this is what makes eggplant taste so funky at restaurants. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flour an egg, the eggplant, and then I'm going to fry them. So I have my flour and egg. First you flour them, then you egg them, then you fry them. I'm using the Pampered Chef drenching bowls. I think they're called bowls. They're kind of square or rectangle. So I don't even know if they're technically bowls, but they're meant to drench things like eggplant and chicken and fish. I forget what this skillet is called, but it's a fairly large skillet from Pampered Chef. I'm frying up in canola oil the eggplant. I forget what this skillet is called, but it's a fairly large skillet from Pampered Chef. I'm frying up in canola oil the eggplant. Okay, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. First, I put a little sauce in the bottom of the deep dish baker, and then I start layering the eggplant with ricotta and mozzarella cheese. And you just keep layering it until you get to the top and you stick in the oven.